It's time to create some other glow lights for the sky blue ones, right? The spots basically that we see right here. So this one will require us to basically go to the effects tab again. And then for this one, we're going to go to the components right here, and we will use the particles component. So we're going to drag and drop this one over here. And then what you want to do next is also be sure to extend the layer and the timeline to line this up with the rest of the layers like so. And now when you start playing it, this is how it's going to look like. This is basically a snow effect, right? But that's not what we want. So we're going to make adjustments to the settings of this component so we can turn it into a glow light that will be for the spotlights basically, which has the sky blue color. So first of all, when we select the component or the track in the timeline, we will go to settings, and here's what we want to do. First of all, we're going to adjust the count, right? So I'm going to decrease the count like so. So we're going to go for something like, let's do 75, for example. And then the size will be increased a little bit, just like that, right? And then what we want to do next is change the color. So we're going to, here where it says color, open that one up like so. And then we'll go for the sky blue over there, just like that. And then we can go for the top, very top right side right here. So we can choose the sky blue, right? And then the next thing we want to do is, because it's still going to look like a snow effect. So what we want to do next is we want to turn off the rotation. You'll see here the rotation is toggled on. We will toggle that off. You'll also see orbiting. We don't want that as well. So we're going to turn that off. And then this is basically it. So now what we're going to do next is let's have a, press play first to see what it looks like. So you can see here, the animation is basically, it's falling down. Again, it's still a snow effect. I want to prevent that from happening. So how do we do that? Well, we select the component, and then we go to settings. And then what we want to do next is find where it says animation. There's a drop-down menu right next to it. It says directional. We're going to open that up, and we will choose static. Static means that it's going to stay static. It's not going to move anywhere, right? And that's basically what we want. Next is we're going to blur this out first, right? So I'm going to go and add the blur effect again to turn this into a glow light effect. So I'll go to the effects components back again, click on the effects tab right there, scroll a bit down, find where the blur effect is, and then drop it onto the component track in the timeline like so. Now we're going to increase the strength a little bit until we can, see that it's blurred out. So let's do something. Okay. I'll actually keep it by default to 10 power like that. I think it looks okay. Now, what I want to do next is that you can see here, there are spotlights at the bottom, which I don't want. So what I'm going to do is I'll select the layer or track in the timeline. Then I will hold the shift key and then simply drag this up, right? Considering there's nothing on the floor, basically. It's just the spotlights are above the dancing stage, as you can see. So I'm just going to drag it up a little, as you can see, right? And then from there, I could just move on. So now I want to make this also, kind of like flicker, right? So in order to do that, we select the layer, right? Or click on the component on the canvas. And then we will go to the left panel, click on the motion tab, and then we will click on the loop, again, in and out, and then loop, click that. Go to fade and then blink for that one right here. Same thing. So we're going to try, okay, let's do 12 for this one right here. So we have some difference, in terms of the flickering animation between this one and the light bars on the left and right side. And then the next thing you want to do is, as you can see, there's a blink button animation on the track. All you have to do is simply drag this until the end of the track like so. And then let's watch the magic happens. So now this is what it looks like so far. Right? So as you can see, it starts to come to life, which is really cool. And that's how you can animate a dancing stage and really just make it beautiful. I think what I'm going to do is actually, select the light bars and place them above the spotlight. So we can just select those rectangles over here, like so, like that, right? Hold control and then select both. And then you can create a group. So you can do that simply by pressing the control and the letter G to create a group. And then that way you can drop these guys or drag them above the layers right here. So they're going to be on top, just as you can see now, like so. And then I could just simply press play, and this is how it looks like so far.